Alright, so I got another conversion project for you in this video. If you guys remember from a while back, I had the iFlight Pick in a video, and wasn't flying so great, a lot of jello, and so I decided I was going to put Betaflight 4.1 on this and show you another video where hopefully it was flying better, but the first flight that I flew this, it burned out a motor. This 1105 4500 kV motor here. Let me just show you the damage. So it's probably not going to be that easy to see, but you can see the windings right there at the top. They've kind of melted, and so this motor doesn't function anymore. And so I decided just to go ahead and scrap this project and this frame. I'm not gonna see any more videos of this one anymore. So I ripped all the parts out of that. And since I had to replace the motor, I went ahead and put on the iFlight. These are the 1204 Zing Nanos, 6500 kV. And instead of running this on 4S, I'm going to run it on 3S. And 3S is what I would prefer anyway for something of this class. I think 4S is just too heavy, and I don't know why manufacturers keep going to 4S. It's just too much weight. But anyway, this is the frame that I put this into. This is the Pickle EVO 2 MK3. You guys have seen the Pickle EVO 2 MK2 in a previous video. This is designed by the Drone Club. You can see these on Thingiverse, and you can get them cut by CNC Madness. And this was in a previous video. I think you saw the one where Tommy Tabaya was flying this around, and I've made some modifications to this one, different props on it this time, so you'll probably see another video on this one later. You can see top mounted battery in this one. And I tried to do top mounted battery on this one, but I realized that this one is probably not really designed for top mounted battery. It's probably more better for a bottom mounted battery. And it comes with these, it's a really unique design. It comes with like a top plate and a bottom plate, and then this plate for the arms. So this arm, I think it's 2.5 millimeters. I forget what this was when it was cut. And then we have this plate here, which like basically isolates vibration for the camera. And so you see the camera is attached here, and you got the standoffs on the front and the back. And then I have these rubber O-rings here to dampen vibration between where the motors and the arms are and the bottom plate. So in theory, this should reduce the amount of vibration and jello you see in the HD video on this is the Caddx Baby Turtle Whoop Edition. And so, yeah, it's the same parts from the Cinepack. You got the Caddx Turtle, the video transmitter, and the iFlight all-in-one 4-in-1 ESC flight controller. It's a Whoop flight controller. And I just swapped the motors out to the 1204 6500 kV motors. So we'll see. This is also, as I mentioned, is a very unique design. Only the 3 screws here are going into the stack. This one here in the back does not. It just holds the 2 plates together in the back here. This plate for the arm and the bottom plate. You can see that just holds it there. And he did that so that you have access to the USB port without, too much issues. It's plenty of room to get your plug in there. But I had to sort of rearrange stuff here so that basically the long screws go through the 2 on the side and the one in the front, whereas on the Cinepack one and the one in the back. But it's fine. The turtle is still securely mounted, and the video transmitter is fine, so no issues there. If you do get this frame, get it cut by CNC Madness, they don't provide you standoffs. You need an M2 standoff here. In the Thingiverse page, it says a 20mm standoff, but if you use an HD board in here, it's going to be too short, so you're going to need something a little bit longer, like 23 or 25, and I'm using a 23 here. And then he does provide parts you can print for the camera mount here, but this is actually my own custom design because I was kind of fiddling around with some different angles and stuff, so I just made my own. But he does provide a camera mount for you in the Thingiverse download location. So, and then back to the whole bottom mount, top mounted thing. So I went ahead and tried to do top mounted anyway, and I just routed my battery lead to the front here, so it'll plug into the front, and then have the antenna connected here and then secured with heat shrink over here. And that's because in the back, if you put your prop on, there's like no clearance here whatsoever. So you can see right there, about 2 millimeters of clearance, so anything that you attach to the back there is going to get chopped up, which is why I have my antennas going down here like this instead of up. Yeah, well, we'll see if these will get cut up or not. I'm not sure, but we'll see. But yeah, I think that if you could adjust the design a little bit, because it is kind of a dead cat, you know, wider in the front, closer in the back, make it a little bit wider in the back. I think that'll allow you to put stuff in the back here, maybe modify the design so you can do a top plate. So, I mean, obviously, he has another, you can get different plates here, so he sent some different plates here. This is for nano camera, if you want something smaller. It's a little bit smaller than the ones on here. And this is really for a micro-sized camera, but I just made my prints really huge and heavy so that I could put a nano camera in there. Also, having a big like that will also help dampen vibration too, so that's why I did that. And also it moves the camera more forward, whereas the one with the nano, I think the props are going to show up in the view if you're using 3-inch props. So that's about it. The weight's about the same as the Cinepick, so there's no real weight reduction or anything like that. It's just a total different concept, and I'm now going to be flying it as a top-mounted battery, and also using the 1204 motors instead of the 1105 motors, and flying it on 3S instead of 4S. So those are all the changes. Anyway, so that's pretty much it for all the changes. Let's go see how this flies. Alright, so unfortunately I only got one flight on this, and this the all-in-one ESC whipboard from iFlight seems to have some sort of an issue on motor number 3 here. So this one, when I took the parts out of the Cinepick, sorry, it burned this motor after just a few flights, and I had one flight in the new motor, and now this one is having an issue. It doesn't spin up. So it looks like the ESC works for a little bit and then kills the motor, and then of course you have to replace it. So obviously this ESC is defective. I've seen this problem, heard about this problem that other people have had. I've never actually had this problem myself. It's the first time. It's the first time for everything, I guess. So I gotta now rip this whole entire build apart and get a whole new motor and rip out that board and replace that and resolder. It's basically I just rebuild the whole thing. And so yeah, this is I'll show you the one flight I had, and I could tell something was wrong because it was kind of shaking and wobbling, didn't seem right. And yeah, so that's gonna be it for this build for now. I'll come back to it later when I have some more time, because I gotta rip all this stuff out and put a new whipboard in there, and I have to get a new motor. So that's gonna be it for this one, but I'll show you the flight. You'll see it's nice and wobbly. If you want to see what a bad ESC looks like, that's what it looks like in flight. Anyway guys, that's going to be it for this video. I'll talk to you later.